Good evening. I hope everyone has had a decent weekend. And let's continue. Pick up where I left off. I only did the first two cards in the layout. So let's move on. We'll go. Let's see if I can get all three finished today. I remembered to go get my microphone. Maybe if my mumble it'll pick up. I hope last night's picked up good. I'm not good at going back and listening. Let's see. So and we have Page of Pentacles and Crystal Ball. Page of Pentacles. Oh, page. Don't know why I thought I was going to clear the front of everything. Abstract water. In the midst of a magical garden, a gnome stands absolutely amazed at what he has managed to achieve. Casting an abundance spell in their garden to nurture and care for the flowers and trees, he has managed to conjure a golden coin. From mere greenery, flowers, and a few pieces of rock on the floor, how? He is awestruck by the results of his spell, wondering how he could have managed to turn his natural surroundings into a more physical form of wealth. But there it is, a pentacle floating above his hand, enthralling and inspiring him to achieve even more as he considers the opportunities before him to improve his craft and create even more. And read. That's part of Page of Pentacles. I want to see what Crystal Ball begins to add to it. Crystal Ball, C, M's, H's, F's, E's. Crystals. Crystal Ball. Upon a witch's altar, decked with flowers, leaves, and beautiful ornaments, sits a crystal ball. Revered and cherished, it has been placed within a claw fitting. Its stand, echoing the beauty of the nature around it. No simple, basic stand, but a prized throne for this sphere, decorated with gems, engraved with leaves and branches, twisting and turning. This witch's tool, more than functional and service, but a treasured, venerated aspect of her craft. And as she gazes once more upon it, looking inside the ball itself, the mists and clouds begin to clear, bringing new visions and clarity. A tool of divination and foresight, of clairvoyance and scrying, the crystal ball has been used for centuries by witches, seers, psychics, and advisors. Its shape, an important element of its power, equal on all sides, the energies within shared and emitted evenly, rather than distorted by any side or point. The smoothness and symmetry pleasing to the eye, and letting the viewer lose themselves into the sights held within, entering a deeper state of mental focus and lucidity. Drawing the crystal ball, you are advised that clarity of mind and purpose is needed. Knowledge and wisdom not always found easily within a busy schedule or distracting life. Not necessarily seen but felt. Give yourself time away from the issues, gaining peace and tranquility for yourself, letting you catch all the important details. The last part. Visions and ideas are growing within you, pushing you and driving you to act on them. Build a life of prosperity and success for yourself. Now is the time for practicality, when inspiration could tempt you to jump at the first chance that you see. Put your ideas into action, but it has to be the right opportunity. It has to be the right time in order to succeed, so don't rush in and risk it all. Bide your time nurturing and growing these seeds, rather than expecting too much too soon, rather than wasting your opportunity. Prepare yourself for a marathon, not a sprint. Plan out the concepts and schedule what you need to do. This is going to take time and a lot of hard work. You are more than equal to the task, and if you're willing to put the effort in, you will make your dreams a successful reality. Allow the ideas to coalesce. Boy, I probably spelled that bad. Delve into them. sustenance. To germinate. And grow. Grow. I think we've all been passing around a cold in my house. Don't rush it. Next, analytical. The tower. And house. Daniel Govar. Hiding in their walled castle, their dragon hunters destroying and culling the beasts at will, the humans believed they were safe. But the dragons were merely biding their time, and now a single magnificent dragon has breached all their defenses, climbing the walls as easily as a child climbs a tree. The golden dragon obliterates the tower, its massive claws ripping through walls as though they were paper. But the true destruction is wrought by fire, the dragon's breath, a weapon that cannot be overcome. This is the humans' rude awakening. For too long they have tried to subjugate the dragons, and now their security is gone, their beliefs shaken to the core and thrust into chaos as they ask themselves, is all they hold dear lost? And in crystal ball, what do we have in house? I mean, H, familiar, this is incense, backup, house, Reykjavík, probably butchered that pronunciation. Within the enchanted forest there is a house, but barely anyone ventures that far into the forest, as rumors tell of an evil witch who lives there. One day, lost in the woods, a lone traveler follows a rarely used path and finds the witch's house. But no evil lurks here. An inviting lantern glows at the door to this homestead, lighting a path through the dark wood. Tree branches have been enchanted to grow into a natural balustrade, and flowers grow all over the homely cottage. Magic sparkles around the house, firelight spilling from the porthole in the door. Here is is sanctuary, not evil. Home is where the heart is, a place of refuge and sanctuary in comparison to a house, which can seem cold and impersonal. A house can only feel real like a home when you are accepted, secure, and safe. Secure, safe to know that your belongings, your happiness, and yourself are welcome here. But a home can tell a story of those who dwell within. The decor from the outside in, sometimes expressing interest, loves, desires of the inhabitants, embodying the emotion and sense of belonging at the center of the homestead. Drawing the house, you are asked to listen to your heart and mind, crying out for the feeling of safety, comfort, and warmth that home evokes. Don't be afraid to hide away, to seek refuge from the world and feed your soul, to shut away the outside world, forget your day, relax and be yourself. Give yourself permission to reconnect with your sacred self, safe space, and recharge. Home, comfort, sanctuary. And the rest of that tower. When you build on shaky foundations, you may escape consequences for a while, but not forever. You can live in blissful ignorance forever. You can't live in blissful ignorance forever. Life has a habit of coming along and making you face the issues you've avoided, often when you least expect. Life is sending a message, a sharp shock to make you stop dead in your tracks and take notice. And when it arrives, you'll be forced to face some hard truths. But if you're truly honest with yourself, this wake-up call is nothing you don't know already in your heart of hearts. Deep in the places you don't want to listen to, you knew this was coming. So you have a choice. Prepare, minimize the damage, then rebuild. Something true, something real, something better, or just keep hiding your head in the sand and let it break you. What will you do? Turmoil, revelations, destruction. Mars, fire. Last, Nine of Swords and Sigils. Oh, excuse me. Yikes. Pizza. Nine of Swords. Swords. Cards in the suit of swords deal with issues of the logical, intellectual world. These cards help us with areas of mental development and health. They are tied to the element of air. Cards of the sword suit are associated with the astrological signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Nine of Swords. Camille Louise. Within a sumptuously decorated room, in a four-poster bed, a young, beautiful princess lies asleep. She is safe and warm, comforted by lavish blankets, but hers is no peaceful rest, her face contorted and bent into a depiction of fear and discomfort. Her sleep obviously plagued by worry and panic as she writhes and frets. The depths of her fears can only be alluded to by 9 sharp swords hung in protection above her bed, a nightmarish dream catcher to ward off danger, the cause of her anxiety and unease, a succubus creeping into her bed every night, watching her sleep, playing with her blonde hair, and inducing miserable, stressful dreams. Read the second part in a minute. And what are sigils? Sigils. Sigils. Leah Evans. Or Lee Evans, excuse me. I don't know that. In the wizard's study, a scroll levitates, raising from a workbench before the window. The parchment contains potent sigils, carefully created and inscribed, meticulously drawn, the complicated, detailed sigils imbued with intention and purpose, as the wizard has designed and composed every mark and line, and it is finalized. And as it is finalized, the sigils burst into life, drifting off the page and into the air, the paper deteriorating, tearing as the magic becomes tangible, visible, its power tearing through fibers, the ribbon now falling, the wax seal melting. This is the manifestation of a goal a long time in the making. Sigils are symbols used within magic practice, some created with the intention of changing your life or achieving success and fulfilling your potential, and some created to protect and ward. Sigils are compelling, enchanting, and creative ways to explore magic and power. Each sigil is encoded with a different purpose, and where in the past they may have been used to conjure spirits or block entry to a dwelling, today they are used to manifest our greatest desires and represent those symbolically. Sigils are still used for the old purposes too in my witchy world. Drawing the sigils, you are urged to be proactive in achieving your dreams and goals. Do not wait for these to come to you, but seize them. Visualize your ambitions and see them coming to life. Understanding the influence of positivity and determination in your life. Then make your goals manifest, assert your will, striding forward, even if some steps are smaller than others. Manifestation, invocation, intention, and the rest of the Nine of Swords. Doubts can help guide us in the right direction. Stress behaving as an alarm in your mind, fueling your instincts and prompting you to act, advising you to exercise caution or flight when faced with a threat. It has a valuable place and time in your life, but over time, continued pressure and strain has a physical as well as mental effect on you, flooding your body with adrenaline, making real corporeal changes, even causing long-term consequences that can make you ill. You can't let it in. You need to take back control now before your fears overwhelm you, before restlessness starts to become your natural state. Listen to your fears and give yourself space and time to consider what is at the root of your worries. Then act on it and find ways to let your tension go, to reclaim your peace of mind. Teach yourself how to relax all over again if you have to. Worries. Putting time and work into detail. to peace. Within. And I guess I'm going to call that good. And did I missed one of my bells. There are all the notes for that reading and today's work. Stay safe, everybody. Look at all the things again. That was yesterday. I did those two. And then we added these in today. And there's the rest of them. Stay safe, everybody. Peace. Love you all. Toodles.